Peace, prosperity, love, and light. It's a late night. I wanted to go live because inspiration hit when it hit, and you can't really record true inspiration. So it's a sad situation that America has entered into because the hopes was that restitution and correction will be made, but she fought tooth and nail. She fought tooth and nail, and now it's too late. So the reason I'm saying what I'm saying is because I have been one of those who have fought for the rights and the justice and the good and the beliefs of these morals that America stands for, that the Constitution was written upon, and all of these different high, community values, high society standards. And I say this in relation to things that I've done, like, the community center, the vision to 24-hour community center, beds, food, clothes, tutors, mentors, junior apprenticeship program, the Big Share, self-help apprenticeship program, the concrete roads, that's the gardening thing, clean the scene, that is the community cleanup program. All of this is great visions and it's a beautiful idea, but what I've come to, and I don't know, it's been a minute since I've been on this actual channel. Deep Speak with Brother Sadiq was something I put together a while ago, and its intention was for creating this 24-hour community center I just spoke about. To gather the people who would understand the goals there and help me bring that into fruition. Life isn't always as smooth as we so planned it to be. They say what they say. You tell God your plans and listen to Him laugh. If you want to make God laugh, tell Him your plans as though you are running things. Right? That's the whole hint of the joke, right? You're not running things, so what plan do you have outside of what is God's plan? So tell God your plans and get checked. So basically, anyway. So yeah, there was a process. I was married. My mom got sick, and there was an amputation, and I had to take care of her for a year and a half. And so I had to just re-erect life's energies. And so MBL did not come forward in its time, and that's fine. It's all part of a process of learning and growing and developing. Taking that energy, redirecting it. Transplanting it, coming back stronger in this next process. Of course, we also had the COV thing that happened with all of the people getting, dartboarded in their bodies with the mandatory situational thing they had going on that I tried to avoid and still did. And so bless the Lord for that one. But anyway, all of that happened. So there was a lot of things that happened that changed the course of the process of where I was. After my mom passed, I had a very, very deep experience. I'll go a little more in depth in this channel because it's kind of my channel. So I was kind of in a light depression. I say that now because I was going through something with my wife at the time, and we going through a whole lot of chaotic stuff that people go through in marriages. And the point being, I'm real analytical and very much expressive. And so when somebody's not expressive or willing to be that way, it's heavy on a cat like me. So anyway, my people who, got love for me, mainly dudes, you know what I'm saying? Couple of females got love for me, you know what I'm saying? Try to boost me up and help me get back focused, get where I'm trying to go. Well, long story short, one of my brothers heard about my mom being sick and whatnot, and he came through and he had love, and we squashed some energy, and it was all wonderful, and I appreciated the brother. He dropped off some medicine for me. I done medicine when I was a younger man, and the experience of the mushrooms when I was a younger man, it was like I had all of these questions in my mind about what was going on in the experience of the world. And so in the medicine at that time, I'm gonna just explain it. It was almost like a funnel or a upside down pyramid. Had energetically like pierced the top of my skull, and any question that I wanted to know the answer to while I was in the medicine, I had the answer to. I had access to the full array of every thought that I could imagine to think of that I had a question for. I was like 25 years old or so when this happened. And the fact of the matter is now, the same medicine that my brother gave me when I'm 49 and my mom's passed and I'm healed from a divorce. So the divorce happened first, then my mom passed. And so it was a matter of balancing all of these energies before you take the medicine. You don't take medicine when you're in the middle of, emotional damage, as your boy say, what I'm saying? Emotional damage. You don't take medicine in that state, you know what I mean? Because that's where they say you have a bad trip or whatever. So not looking forward to having a bad trip. So of course I didn't take the medicine in that state. Let me cut on this light because it looked like I could use a little bit more light here. Anyway, point being, I didn't take the medicine until I felt I was balanced, and all of the scenario with my mom and the divorce and all of this stuff was settled in myself, and I was content with where it was and what my lesson was from the Most High. And, because all pain is a lesson. It ain't never just, oh, the pain is me, oh, woe is me, oh, this, that. No. It's all a lesson. So after the lessons were took, were ingested to the degree that I thought I was content and careful enough to go take this medicine. I took the medicine. So I'll tell you how that happened, though. So the brother brought the medicine. I held on to the medicine for maybe 3-4 weeks, maybe even longer than that, maybe 2 months. I'll just say possibly, somewhere between 6 and 8 weeks, possibly. And because it wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. My internals, my mind, my spirit, my I wasn't in alignment to be doing that. So I knew that if I was going to do this medicine, I wanted to go to the woods, you know what I mean? So I decided that's what I'm going to do. So I went to the woods, and I have a buddy, his name Rorik, he's from Canada. He's a white guy, and he's very adventurous, and he's very tolerant of many things and people. But anyway, that's just his character. But anyway, point being, I talked to him and I was like, bro, I need to go to the woods. I need to get out. I need to get away. I need to let my energy spread out. You know what I'm saying? I don't really want to be around the people. I want to be in nature. You know what I mean? So the bro called. I call him. I'm like, bro, we going camping or what? He like, yeah, we going camping, bro. Let me get back to you. Call me back. Yeah, we going. I got a spot. It's free. Woo. I'm like, great. That's how it should be. God made nature. Men didn't make it. I shouldn't be paying him to go live in the woods for a weekend. But anyway, point being, it was free. So another one of my brothers come over. I've been knowing this cat for 30 years. You know what I mean? Since we was little, young cats, 19, 16, 17, whatever. You know what I mean? I've been knowing him for a while. We start studying Islam together, all of that. So I've been knowing this brother in an intimate way for a minute. And the point of what I'm saying is, he just dropped by that day, and he owed me a little change or something. So he's dropped by to bring me the change, and he like, hey bro, what you on? It was a Friday. I'm like, bro, I'm going out of town. So because I'm going out of town, I'm going camping. You know what I'm saying? That's my goal. I'm going camping. He like, straight up? I'm like, yeah. He like, hey, can I go? I'm like, for sure. You got a tent? He like, yeah, I got a tent. So I'm like, let me call Rorik, because he the one who taking me to the campsite. So I don't want to just invade on him. Man, you should drink some water. You're going to be ripped your kidneys through. But anyway, I don't want to just invade, you know what I'm saying? Let me call the brother. So I call the brother and we link and I tell him what the deal is. And he like, yeah, that's 100%. I know, I know him. He cool. Let's go. So we all go camping. Charles Dean National Forest, I think, here just past Monroe, Lake Monroe in Indiana, Bloomington. And so where was I? Oh, so we get to the campsite. I don't know what the setup at the campsite is. My man didn't give me detailed information. He just like, yeah, it's a cool campsite. It's free, So I done brought all types of, accoutrements. I got all types of stuff because I'm thinking it's like we're going to pull up. It's going to be a parking area. We're going to walk 30, 40, 60 feet, 100 feet into the little wooded area. And from there, we will be camping. But no, that wasn't what it was. We actually walked on the trail for probably about 10, 12 minutes. Then we bust off of the trail, made a left, like right into the bush, and we walked into the bush. So we walked into the bush for probably another 10 or 12 minutes, literally, like through literal chop, chop, chop your way through. So we was at a really, really secluded, camp spot. It was very cool, you know what I mean? Because my man had been there before, Rorik had been there before, so it wasn't like it's still, he had a fire ring, we had like areas for the tents that, we didn't have to do too much to clear out to get our tents down. So we did that. And Rorik is the white guy, like I said, and he originally brought us there, but he said he not gonna stay. And I'm like, oh, I didn't know you weren't staying, bro. So he like, well, I'm gonna leave at probably, tomorrow, I'm like, that's fine. So he leaves Saturday morning or Saturday afternoon, it's more details, a lot of story to it, but anyway, he leaves. Me and my brother Abdurrahim, we take the shrooms, right? It's just me and him. We in the woods, and I'm like, Ak, you ever been in, camping like this? He's like, no, first time. So this is beautiful. This is literally one of those things that is meant from the Most High, because see, the intent for me taking this medicine was very, very, very intentional. It wasn't, oh, let's go to the woods and have a party and drink beer and get high. No, that wasn't it. This was medicine. This was literally intended as the medicine that it is because of what I had been through. I had been through a divorce that was heart-wrenching, okay? You know what I mean? I'm old school, so my love is real, and when it go, it hurt when it's gone. So that happened. So I was distraught in that way. And then my mama gets sick, and then she passes. So I'm distraught in that way. So it's like heartbreak after heartbreak, And so once I balance all of that out, I'm ready to take this medicine. So we take the medicine. And I'm going to tell y'all, this is a good way to take the medicine. I'm not condoning that you take the medicine. You take the medicine when you need the medicine. You don't take it as, fun times. But because it doesn't taste so good, sometimes you got to take it how you can. So my brother brought the peanut M&Ms. The peanut M&Ms worked with the shrooms so well, right? You know what I'm saying? You can't even hardly tell it in there. A little chewiness, but flavor gone. You can't even tell. You swallow everything going down. It's okay. So the shrooms, kick in an hour later or whatever, and as I feel them kicking in, I get my voice recorder and I hit voice record. I ended up recording like 8 hours, but not many people got to listen to it. I got to listen to it in a few that the creator wanted to hear it, heard it, and that's what it was. I couldn't really, I tried to put it on. I tried to do things with it. I couldn't. It was too large of a file for me to send it anywhere versus cutting down little pieces, and I'm not that skilled, so it's okay. It wasn't meant for everybody. Anyway, I recorded this whole entire experience because the last time I was in the medicine, I had access to all of this information, like I mentioned. It was like a funnel of energy going into the top of my head, and I had access to the universe of information. So when I was coming out of the medicine, I'm talking about when I was 25, when I was coming out of the medicine at that age, as I felt it leaving my body, I started to lose this access to this information. And it was like, no. I could feel it going away. And it was like heartbreaking. It was saddening because to know everything and then to only know what me and know again. it's I'm human, and that's what's supposed to happen, to only know what me and know again. But I had known everything while I was in the medicine, and that was like a good 5 hours, and that was wonderful. So anyway, that was when I was 25, and it disappeared as the medicine went away. And so this time I was like, I'm going to voice record everything, and then that way I'll retain everything that I get, right? I'll retain it all because I'll have it recorded. So I cut the recorder on, and First, there is a little hysterical laughter that happens. It's like a laughter that comes from the universe of how serious we seem to take ourselves in this world, right? So, in me, like, yeah, I'm like military mindset, very strict, very organized, orderly fashion, lifestyle, mind, strict rules. Da, 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 da. Anyway, point being, I laughed, I laughed hysterically for probably a good 3 minutes, probably. Somebody standing around probably thought I was a crazy man. But anyway, uh, probably just moments after that, though, I was talking to my brother Ak, and I'm like, bro, I'm all right. I'm just laughing. It's like this laughter's coming from somewhere else. Like this is like almost a healing, laughter. And I said it, and when I said it out loud, I was like, yeah, I must have needed this. And that was the beginning of another wave of transformative energy. So the laughter was fun, and it lasted for a very short time, comparatively speaking. When I tell you about how long I cried, so I cried, man, I cried for probably a good hour and 20 minutes, hour and 15 minutes. It was more than an hour, and it was almost an hour and a half. And it was coming, like I said, from, okay, there was possibly the tears from my marriage and the history of my life and my mom and all of these things, but well beyond that portion of tears of my own personal life and struggles and whatever pain, no, no, no. Some energy started coming through me that was like ancestral. And so I was crying in a way that had my body convulsing in a very uncomfortable, and my breath pattern out of rhythm. And it was like, hold on, this is way too much. And so let me calm down, right? Let me, I'll get to talking to God, because it's starting to, like I said, this is getting a little out of hand. You know what I mean? Like, what is this? This is way more than that. And in the process of thinking that, that's when I got like the energetic understanding of what it was. And it was basically, like I said, a healing of the lineage and ancestors, using my body like a hollow reed, like a hollow reed, clearing and cleaning all of this through me. And I was fine with it once I understood what it was, because it's actually quite an honor. But at the time of you experiencing it, you're a human being, and it's like, and I'm on, I'm saying, a little medicine. I'm like, hey, what is this? Slow down. And he like, no, it's all as well. And so I meditated, I calmed down, I brought my energy back into harmony. And then, we sitting in nature, it's trees everywhere, ain't nothing else, tents and fire. So we sitting in this beautiful, in the middle of all of these trees and nature. And so I meditate. I closed my eyes, calmed it all down. It wasn't long at all before I was on this. If you've seen it, I've posted it on some other sites, but I was on it. I was shortly in a space that was like heaven, in a heavenly realm. And it was like the blue sky that we see every day, but it was a tint. It was maybe two shades darker. Not like it was getting dark outside. Just the blue was a darker blue, and it was not really clouds. It was more like a misty haze of just cloudiness in the air, so you could see through it. And so when I entered into this realm from meditation, I was like sitting, and I remember feeling myself being there. And now I'm traveling, and my consciousness is seeing. My eyes were closed in the real physical world, but my consciousness began seeing this heavenly realm. And the first thing I see is my mom. I see my mom and two beings, which I say are angels, flying. They go like this. They fly right over the front of me, maybe 12 to 15 feet in front of me. She totally did not even notice me. She was totally unaware of my existence even being there. It was them, and she had her arms like straight out like a T, and they were like near her, kind of holding under her arms, but not physically touching her. And they were all flying at the exact same rate of speed, and that's what I saw. And the angels looked like two black men. Okay, not dark black, but African American, melanated men, angels. No wings, just the white robage, and that's exactly, they all were matched in that. And it seemed like they were taking her somewhere that was exciting for her to be going. So this, I'm just giving you the details because the details are expressive, though they happened in a flash, right? So she traveled, she was going that way, and that was like the first thing. So when I come into the vision, it's the scene of the blue sky and the haziness of clouds, and I see her and the angels going that way, and I'm traveling up. I'm traveling up at a fairly slow rate of speed, and as I'm traveling, there is a structure traveling at the same rate of speed with three little angels around it. And the angels are just about this size. I mean, I'm trying to push my hands down because they were more like just two wings with a small head on top. They were like really small. They were like literally probably the size of my hands, and with a head about the size like this on top. And they so it was the structure. I'm going up. I'm not physically me. I'm just the consciousness of what I'm seeing. I'm just consciousness. So I'm going up into this, and I'm seeing to my left, actually to my left, a column of what looks like marble with a beautiful trim on the edge being built, it's coming into existence, not like chunk, 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 but very flowing, almost like just materializing, with three angels that are like almost like they're monitoring or creating. I don't see them do anything. They're just flying at the same rate. So we're all almost flying at the same rate. Like I was praying, and I felt myself praying, and I was traveling up, and this structure was coming along. It was maybe 40 or 30 feet away from me, but it was large enough to be comfortably seen, building its, coming into existence with these small little three angels. And the three angels the little faces were my mom. I mean, they were literally my mom's face on these angels, and it was the coolest shit. It was so cute. But anyway, I thank God so much for this vision, because what it did was heal some shit inside me. And I know that let me finish though, because I was praying, right? I was praying. And what I understood from this thing that's being created and these small angels that look like my mom, my prayer, my love for my mom, the depth of that, and me praying is creating this structure. It's creating it. My prayer and the energy of my love for my mom are the material that is creating, are the energy that is creating this material that's creating this place in my mom's realm of abode. Whether that place that I was building was a house or a room in her house or an entire building facility, like the Taj Mahal, like your bro did for his, that, like it could have been, I was building the Taj Mahal for my mama. But what the beauty of it is this is universal. This ain't got nothing to do with me alone. This is who we are. This is who we are. So us praying, this is something I read many years ago in the Quran. And it's in the Bible. It's in all of the books. Talk about praying for our past, ones who have passed. And, even praying for your people here. But it talks about praying because it has the effect in this life and the life beyond as well. And so praying for your ones in the grave and all of this and that. But anyway, when I went into the medicine, I'm going back into the story. When I first went into the medicine, this time, when I felt it kicking in, I started the recorder, and after the laughter, I was sitting there, and my brother was around, and he was also on the medicine. And I told him, I was like, you know what? It's funny, but I really don't have any questions there's really nothing that I want to know. Like when I was a young man, I had all of these questions, and so I had this funnel, energy of information pouring into my brain about all these things that I wanted to know. And so now I'm 25 years later, almost, 24 years later, take this medicine, and I have no curiosities about anything. I have I'm in the medicine. I'm not like thinking about it before I take it. I'm already feeling it, and I'm like, I have no questions. There's really nothing I want to know. And because there was nothing I wanted to know, I believe that's why I was shown what I was. There was no agenda in my heart other than what is it that you want to show me at this stage in my life. Because see, I'm totally free. This is the first time I've ever been free. I've been married all of these years, and I've had children, and my mom, and all of these other things that were responsibilities in my life. I was never ever, as an adult, able to dedicate all of my life and my time and my being to the works of God, to the works of being the servant of the Most High, to the works of being a hollow reed that he may utilize as his voice box in this world, and use me like truth to help bring down the society that is the lie. So, yeah, this is my first time having that freedom, and then me not having any questions about anything, because I've, in my life, I guess, learned that things play out correctly usually anyway. So I didn't have a lot of questions, but then for him to show me, well, since you don't have any questions, I'm going to show you what the praying for your mother in heaven does. And the beauty of that is it's the same thing and let me tell you even more deeply about that, because you praying for your people is the same thing. But also me praying for you or you praying for me is the same thing. So this what it's saying. It's saying all of the people who we love, who remember us beyond this, and not see, it's two things. Don't be calling me back. Don't be calling her back. Don't be calling mama back, granddaddy back, nobody. Don't be calling nobody back. That's interrupting energy. That's interrupting things. But appreciating and loving them, valuing and appreciating things of the love, is building something for them in the future. It's building, not in the future, in the real time, in their realm, current real time. Your prayers, your energy, your focus, your love for your ones, real time is building in that world. And so every one of our ones who has passed on has no reason to miss us, because our love is there with them. We've built, when they enter that room, there was music as well. There was music. It was music. All of this was going on. Like I said, I was praying, traveling up. This was being built with the angels, the small little angels, and I could hear music. And the music was not. It was my own music. It was no one else's music. It was the music that is created in relation to the relationship of me and my mom. Okay, the love that we was like best friends. So the music was like jazzy, smooth. It was like a mix of Stevie Wonder, Music Soul Child, Maxwell. Blah, blah, blah. That's kind of what it was. It was like a combination of that music, but it was mine. It was my music. It was the music of my heart and my spirit and my love for my mama in a music form. And it's there for her every time she go there. So when she go there and she hear that music, it immediately fills them spaces in her, just like when you hear a beautiful song that you love now. That is real in that place for them. So they don't miss us like we miss them. I just thought I should share that because God gave me that blessing, and if I was to hold that, I love it. It'll sustain me for the rest of my life. I lost my mama. That was like a best friend to me. You know what I mean? It was like my best friend. So for him to give me that experience, nobody else gotta believe it. Nobody else gotta understand it is true. Nobody else gotta take in the fact that they have that ability, and that what I saw is 100% real. It is a no question real. You can get into quantum physics and they'll explain how it's real. But anyway, I saw it. Do you know how blessed that made me feel? Man, I so thank God for that, man. Do y'all have no clue on how soothing that is. Like some people would say, "Oh yeah, this, that, you, yeah." Well, I don't care what you think. You can think what you want to think. I was there. I had the experience. It'll never leave me. Just like, you know, my first child being born, or any experience that you have when you have that experience, it is 100% valid as your first kiss. So that's what is real, and I wish y'all to know that, because y'all have access and ability and the power to influence the energies in our universe in ways that we did not know. So this is all of what happened. So I'm having that experience, and so when I come out of that experience, right? I don't know how long I was there. I was meditating, so I don't know how long this really was. And my brother wasn't really. He was on his medicines. He wasn't keeping track of what I was doing. He wasn't concerned like that. So I don't know how long I was there. But I'll tell you this: when I came out of my meditation, I was still in my little, like this. How I was sitting. I think I was sitting like this, like this, but my hands were like this, in my lap or whatever. And when I came, you kind of, if you meditate, or if you do meditate. So I came back in, like, and was like, okay, I realized I'm all right. I was like back in my body, but when I opened my eyes, I realized I realized that my mouth was hanging open, right? Like in awe of what I just saw, right? So I assumed my body was reacting out here to what I was seeing in there, because when I got back, my mouth was open. But I had this bug net over my head, because we in the woods. I had this bug net thing. I'll show it to you a little later. But I had this bug net thing over my head, and my mouth was open. And I just left my mouth open. And when I opened my eyes, oh my God, right? Oh my God. I'm telling you, God gave me a beautiful, transformative experience at a time in my life when I needed it so. And I'm going to do some things with it that I'm hoping the entire world will feel the effects of. In fact, I'm knowing that the entire world will be feeling the effects of. I'm unquestionably knowing that. So I'm not even speaking in the terms of that. I'm speaking in the terms of what is reality. Yes, the entire world will feel the effects of what is about to happen in relation to what happened to me. And it's a beautiful thing. It's all good. It's all love. But when I came out, like when I opened my eyes and my mouth was open, and I was looking straight ahead, but it was like so beautiful. It was like I saw how lace or braids is interweaved like this. It was almost like this in an angle, but it's interweaving of different, I don't know if it's universes or realms or dimensions. It seems like it was dimensions. It was almost, we're in the woods, we're in the forest. So when I open my eyes, it's really nothing but trees there, but I can see angles of energy slicing through the trees in different angles, almost like a braiding of a weaving of universe, of energetic expression that I could visually see, and it was right in the formatting of the trees. So it was quite an experience, and it led me to understand that we are so unaware of how much power we have. Okay, because what it really was showing me was that from whatever I was praying, my prayers were penetrating all of those levels, right? All of this weaving. So it's probably 20, who knows how many, all the way up to I'm talking about, because I was going up. So I'm saying this is what I saw. So I'm telling you, all of this is connected. It's all related. So I had went, and I ain't saying me physically, I'm just saying the energy of my prayers is penetrating all of these things all the way up to the heavens, and it's creating something in the sense of a realm that my mom will live or do some functioning in relation to your prayers, your thoughts, the energy of love. Everybody knows say God love and all the creation is created in love, all the create, you know what I'm saying? All that's real, 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 real. But I'm talking about the experiential experience of that happening. Oh man. Oh yes. It's a great thing, you know, and it was an activation. It was also an activation. It was also, yes, an activation because he let me know that all of this pain that I had just endured through losing my mom and this divorce and et cetera, other things, your perception is just that. It is only your perception. God's perception is the reality of what he is. And so his showing me of what really the agenda was very it was a very graceful expression from the Lord to me, because he didn't have to, but I do understand now. And the pain of loss is really a catalyst. And that's for education for everybody. So it ain't just for me to say this about me. It's for me to say this to whoever may be hearing this. Because I am not a unique soul. I am not anything special. I'm just saying this happened and I'm sharing it because I want people to understand we have access to spiritual stuff out. And I'm going to say this because I don't want people to think, oh, he just be praying all the time. He meditating. He used to be a Muslim. No, he pray 5 times. All this stuff. Look, man, I blow green. In fact, I blow green, okay? I'm going to tell you, I blow green. So, and I smoke cigarettes. So ain't nothing about me so special that you can't do everything I'm telling you, bro. That's what I'm saying. I'm not super special, you know what I'm saying, in that sense. Now, I'm going to tell you what I have been doing since I was 17. I've been asking questions. And I've been learning from my mistakes. That's it. I've been asking questions and learning from my mistakes. And it ain't like we already didn't know how to just be good, okay? So if you know how to be good, you know how to get on the path. You know how to act right. You know how to always do right. You see, the problem with most of the world is everybody know how to act right until it comes to their own ass. Then are they willing to sacrifice their own ass for the betterment of what is the real big picture of what is right? Because what people will do is make right what feels right to them at the time that it fits them because the scenario is, you know, their own. Versus, yeah, you know, I'm going to stand down because right is above how I feel. I feel like this, but that's right, so I got to live with that. You see what I mean? It's a difference. That's a matter of character and humility and ego and all of these things, right? So, yeah, so these are things that you have to carefully craft in your own character, and and men have to build themselves into who they're gonna be. So, yeah, I can't say I didn't do no work to become who I am, and I'll kick a motherfucker ass and say I didn't do the work to become who I did all the motherfucking work in the world to become who I am. So, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying the access is as simple as you sitting down and cutting your telephone off and cutting the music off and cutting all of the distracting things off and listening. Just to, I swear, see, I live in Indiana and I live in a college town, but it's slightly rural, and I'm in a decent area where I can cut things off and hear nature. When I came out of Detroit, it took 4 years. You know, when I came out of Detroit and moved here, I was 19. So by 23, from 19 to 23, it was like a decompressing, like a debriefing of my spirit. You know what I'm saying? It was like, oh, I ain't got to be crazy no more. I ain't got to be wild no more. I ain't got to be constantly ready to beat a motherfucker ass. I ain't got to be worried about stupid motherfuckers. I ain't got to worry about, you know, head on a swivel 24, 24, 20. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got to be, you know, I ain't got to have the Detroit mind state right now. I ain't got to have that no more. You know, like they say, what is you know, a New York state of mind? Real shit. It's the same. It's a Detroit state of mind. Fucking 100% real fucking reality. And I believe social scientists know that. They know what's going on in the cities and why motherfuckers be like they be. Cause when I left out the city, man, I didn't even realize the shit that I was living in. And I ain't talking about like garbage hole shit house. I'm talking about the character traits of the people who I hung around was crazy motherfuckers. And we didn't even, you live amongst crazy motherfuckers. You live amongst crazy motherfuckers. You don't even know they crazy until you get away from crazy motherfuckers. Then you be like, damn, oh, damn, okay, damn, oh, okay, damn, oh, yeah, okay. Like I said, it took like 4 years of going through that to understand who I really am, right? In Detroit, I thought I was gonna be a pimp. I'm a tough guy. All this different shit that you got in your mind that the city tell you got options and opportunity to be, because it don't show you got no options or opportunity to be shit other than what your neighborhood provides as your motherfucking social perspective and place to be and whatnot. And I know this video too long, and I don't give a damn. It's my channel, and I haven't done a video in a long ass time. So this is the first time that I've ever gone live, but it was something I felt like I needed to do, because, like I said, I've kind of been put on task, and so the task is to alert everybody that I can, everybody who will listen, everybody who pays attention, everybody who might catch my motherfucking voice by ear of walking by me being broadcast somewhere else, or a motherfucker just hearing me, out my window because I got my window open while I'm doing this video. It matters not. The fact is, I am a hollow reed. I am a vessel, and that's what I prayed to become. I just want to be a tool. I don't even care on this swag and, getting the hoes and the fly clothes. All that's good. That's all good. It's an example for the youth to understand that you can still be righteous and have good things. So, woke, not broke, 100%. Hashtag Billy Carson. Point being, those are just fucking trinkets. My job is to alert the souls that y'all in that day. Y'all in that day, and ain't no going back, ain't no getting back. So this is the time to make sure you're getting right. Okay, this is literally get down or lay down, because ain't no compromising with God. And let me tell you why. And it ain't even you people like to think it's a race thing or it's a black thing, a white thing. No. Because let me tell you what didn't happen. I'm going to tell you this, and it's going to take a couple minutes. It ain't just, fuck it, I don't give a fuck, I got time. Let me tell you what's going to happen. The projects is where they harnessed and honed their skills on social engineering and control of the masses. The projects in Chicago, the projects in Detroit, the projects in LA, the projects in all the inner cities, right? This is where the social engineers, who are the social engineers. We could get into the details and break it down and go further and find these motherfuckers by name. But understand what I'm saying. The social engineers utilize the projects. Oh, it's called the project. What the fuck they doing? The project. They trying to get some information to understand, if I do this, what'll happen? If I do that, that what'll happen? Would I do this, what'll happen? That's a project. So they ran that shit on us, black folks in America, across the country. It's records of the shit. It's all types of shit. Okay, so yeah, where to fight at? Who knows? But everybody know the shit out there now. COINTELPRO, fucking Iran Contra scandal. All this shit is known. Ain't shit hidden no more. But the point is, that was where they concentrated their school of thought geared towards social engineering. Okay. You can go back to the Nazis getting their information from America about how to fuck with you know what I'm saying? All of this shit is intertwined. Ain't nothing missing. It's very, very much linked and interconnected, because, it's what it is. But anyway, we were the projects, and the education that came from the projects that they ran on us. Yeah, that feel away when I'm saying it, feel a fucking way. Were then exported and began to be able to be utilized in the global fashion. And so now you see damn near everything that you saw in the hood happening in the global fashion. You can see it. You see the shit. Motherfuckers in Russia throwing that ass around. Hoochie mama, yeah, go to hoochie go to, yeah. All these motherfuckers around the world shaking their ass like our sisters who have been misguided and, lured in their nature to their sexual expression as their best expression. So, you got to be careful what you say and all of that shit. I'm so tired of it, man. You motherfuckers have been neutered. Oh, y'all know what I'm talking about. I was just saying it felt like motherfuckers been neutered. Like the men in this country, you know what I mean? Like y'all don't stand up for shit no more. Y'all don't say shit. Y'all, you know what the problem is? Everybody wants peace. Everybody wants comfort. Everybody wants fun. Everybody wants pleasure. But the truth ain't always fun, comfortable, or pleasurable. And delivering it to someone is not always fun, comfortable, or pleasurable. So it takes a different kind of man or a different kind of, and I'm not saying women don't do it or can't do it, but what I'm saying is ultimately disagreement can come to war, can come to violence. And so it takes a different kind of man to say something anymore, to say something about anything anymore. Hey, that ain't right. Hey, that don't seem fair. Hey, any of that. You ain't say any, you shoot you in your head. He might. But I don't feel that energy coming off of him. And you know what I mean? Let me, try to intervene. It ain't just like every motherfucker is a maniac. You know what I'm saying? Some, this ain't that. Y'all gotta have faith in humanity still. I know it's fucked up out here. I know the views of what the reality may seem if you watching the news is, oh no, humanity ain't doing too good. Well, it's a yin and a yang. There is going to always be an even balance, and it's just a matter of where you're placing your fucking perception. So stop looking at the news. Start finding places and ways to make yourself of use, because I'm telling you, man, God is not playing. The time is, look, when I once had this channel, I said, when I cut these locks off, that means it's time for war. Them locks are gone. I had my locks for damn near 13 years. They was damn near touching my ass. I cut the locks off because it's literally that time. We are in that time. And either we gonna get our motherfucking ass in gear or we gonna get rolled over. And I'm on the side that's doing the rolling. So I'm just telling you, I'm on the side that's doing the rolling. So, it's been hundreds and thousands probably of ancestors and those from the unseen side who are manifesting energy into other beings and bringing forth energy in unseen ways that are going to support everything that we're doing. All we're doing is correcting an imbalance of history. All we're doing is bringing forth the justice in a way that is necessary. And ain't nobody even talking violence. Everybody really just talking truth. And the double-edged blade of a motherfucker's tongue cutting both ways when he speak it. So yeah, when I say that, I'm talking about, y'all talk about, y'all try to act like, see, because this is the thing, when I say the double-edged blade of that, because black people like to think they gonna get out of this shit. You ain't gonna get out of this shit unless you righteous. Give a fuck about that. Oh, this what they did to us, this what they did to us, this what they did. Okay, it did happen. But you made the choice to sell crack. You made the choice to beat the shit out your wife with that pistol. So, fuck? What? You trying to blame a motherfucker sometime back, bro? Yeah, they put us in the projects. Yeah, they ran all types of little shit on us, but you didn't have to choose to take the crack and keep selling it. You saw what the fuck was happening when you sold the crack. You saw the lady going from good to bad. You saw the man going from good to bad. You saw the kid outside in the middle of motherfucking winter with some goddamn Stacey Adams on. Y'all remember? We going to school, motherfucker got on Stacey Adams and a goddamn members only jacket. Cause his mama ain't had no money. She done went to spit the shit on crack. And your boy standing at you, next to you on the motherfucking bus with some Stacey Adams on it, fucking 2.5 feet of snow. I'm from Detroit. Okay, I know motherfuckers in Gary, I know motherfuckers in Chicago who tell this same story. So, that's what the fuck it is. Um, this was done to us, but I didn't choose to. I didn't. You know, we had choices too. This was done to you, but you had a choice. You know, like you said, just because a motherfucker laid a gun down don't mean you gotta pick it up and blow my brains out, fool. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. When you see the crack doing the shit that's doing, you gotta, you lose if your money causing you to lose compassion for your people in your community, and you on the fucked up side anyway. So I don't really give a fuck. You know what I mean? So that's the truth is the truth. And if you standing on that side and you didn't beat hoes because you wanted to be a pimp and wanted to prove yourself to your homies that you cool and you can handle this shit and you do this thing, yeah, okay. Either you can try to correct that shit, but you know what I mean? That's what it is. This is that time. You motherfuckers better get it right and get ready and act like you know. Because there will be no running that game shit you ran on other people. There will be no running that, oh, well, this happened or that happened. And when I was a kid, this happened. That. Ain't none of that shit gonna matter. Because the reality of ultimate truth won't even matter. It won't matter. Your fucking feelings, what you thought, what you think. This is really finna go down, man. This is really finna go down. Y'all have no idea what the fuck is about to go down. But when you find out that it's going down, remember I told you a long time ago, and I'm telling you now. And the shit might hit so quick that it won't even matter what the fuck I said. I'm just telling you, you got time until you ain't. That's what I'm telling you. That's really all I'm telling you. You have time until you don't. So if you need to be correcting shit, going to motherfuckers saying, I'm sorry, I was wrong. Fix this. Let me help you there. I was wrong. I should have did this. I know I should have been did this. Let me do that. If you need to be correcting shit, cause I ain't talking about no motherfucking bills paid. I'm talking about motherfucking relationships that you've damaged, that you know you ain't standing in good fucking graces on. But your ego too big to say, I'm sorry. Or let me come fix it. Or you right, bro. Or damn, you right. I'm sorry. Can you forgive me? If you can't, I understand, but I at least gotta ask for it. Cause I don't like feeling like this. I don't like you know what I'm saying? It's that kind of time. If y'all ain't on that time, y'all gonna be fucking caught. Cause when that day come, ain't gonna be no motherfucking mercy. Let me tell y'all been under mercy and grace for a long motherfucking time. Y'all been under mercy and grace for a long time. And y'all don't even realize it. Y'all just so fucking arrogant and ignorant and bullheaded and, you know what I mean? Full of pride and, fucking disgusting. Bad shit keep happening. You keep standing over there acting like you don't see it. Bad shit keep happening. You know what I mean? These motherfuckers riding around in Lear jets and fucking Bentleys. And I'm talking about the church folks now. Yeah, I'm talking about you motherfuckers. Y'all gonna get y'all ass whooped. And I hope I get to stand on the front line. I hope I get to, whatever. I hope I get to be involved. Because y'all done played with the people's spirits. Y'all done played with the people's souls. Y'all done played with the motherfucking word. Ugly day coming for your dumb ass. You thought you was shiny. You was shiny for this world. But I don't even feel like that. I don't even feel like they're unaware. I feel like you motherfuckers know that y'all really linked in with the wrong team. But because the wrong team is so linked and it looked like it go all the way to the motherfucking very top, how can I not be linked with them? Right? That's what y'all own. I'm talking about the church folks. I'm talking about motherfucking big willies who rolling around in fucking jets and fucking mansion cars and shit. Cars cost more than a motherfucking mansion. Yeah, that's a mansion car, bro. That car costs as much as a fucking mansion. So y'all motherfuckers riding around in shiny shit like this while the souls of the people's in the motherfucking mud. While the spirit and the hearts and the minds of the people are in the lowest spots in fucking history. But the custodians and the shepherds of the people's souls and spirits and righteous hearts, shiny than a motherfucker. Well, by my motherfucking order, if God ever allowed me to be the one who sent it, I'm going to send y'all monkey mouth motherfuckers right in the crowd of the people that you took the money from. And if they shred your ass to pieces, piece by piece, skin for skin, disc for disc, bone for bone, and put your ass on keychains and take you home and tell stories 3, 4, 5 generations down about how they was there when they tore your ass apart. And here go the keychain, son, great grandson. I got a piece of that motherfucker's spine because the people gonna tear you motherfuckers apart, and that's what's gonna happen. Y'all think it's gonna ain't gonna be no fun times, y'all, man. All of the bad shit y'all done did in the world, it's just the church people. And the motherfucking villains, the real villains. Y'all know who the real villains is. The motherfuckers who done tortured black folks throughout history. Y'all done made fucking torture devices in fucking Roman Catholic Church. Y'all ramming stuff up people's ass and ripping people apart with four quartering motherfuckers. Y'all done did all this shit. Y'all think it ain't coming back? Y'all know that shit real. And unless you do some major good that's gonna balance that karma, you better be running down billions to the motherfuckers right now. Y'all need to be calling black folks like, hey, come get y'all a chunk of this. Y'all need to be calling slaves and every motherfucker that y'all did shit to across the globe saying, hey, take these things and let's fix this. I'm sorry. Can we make amends? That's what y'all need to be doing. But if you don't, it's okay. See, I'm activated. And I know the time is near because I'm activated. That's why I'm giving the warning. I'm giving the warning because I'm activated. I don't give a fuck whether you come or not. I don't give a fuck whether you make it or not. I don't. Because when I get my motherfucking marching orders to do my job, it's going to be done. I'm going to do it very thoroughly. And whoever the fuck in the path of that is going to be the motherfucker who bits in the path of that. Because he going to direct me. It won't be no random shit. It won't be no mistakes. He makes no mistakes. He will open some doors and I'm going to tell some truths. And it's going to transform that room. And that's what it's going to be. So the ass whipping going to be a verbal ass whipping. It's going to be the truth. It's going to be the tongue used as a sword. That's what it's going to be. Now, if you think you want to get physical, that's all is well with me. I'll tell you that. It's been so long since I've wanted to put my hands on. I'm saying, no, I really do be wanting to put my hands on motherfuckers. But because I'm a God, man, and I know how I'm supposed to act in accord with all of that, I know that ain't for me. So when it come to me, that's for me. And then you get to get it. You get to get it. And guess what you get to get as well? Because you think you can shoot me in the head from far away because, motherfucker telling the truth and he ain't scared. Well, it's going to be a whole lot of them. Y'all going to do that. And y'all, just like you did it with Malcolm. Every time y'all do that, y'all ain't paid attention yet. Every time y'all try to break somebody down who's telling the truth about what the fuck the reality is and what's coming, y'all get scared. Yo, shut up. Shut him up. Shut him up. Shut him up. Don't never stop shit. Stupids. And in these days, I don't even think y'all got the option to. I think you know what it is. I think you know where you are, and I think you know your full fucking fate at this point. You might even know my name. You might have knew I was coming. You might know all of us who coming. Because I'm going to tell you this. I know I ain't the only one. I know there is a team that is to link, and I'm so not worried about when it happened. It's going to happen when it happens. Just like when he tapped me on my forehead and say, Dink, go get him. I'm going to spin around like the motherfucking Tasmanian devil with nothing but truth, power, and glory, destroying shit. Ripping the legs from the fucking Matrix. Ripping the legs from every motherfucker who want to support it. Family, friends. If you ain't about this life, you ain't about this God life, you ain't about this righteous, you ain't about this motherfucking time that we about to be living in, you might look at me like your enemy. I don't give a fuck. It's God time. It's God time. So, I'm back, Deep Speak with Brother Sadiq, back in the motherfucking house, cussing and talking about God. Ooh, is he crazy? Is he righteous? You're gonna find out. You're gonna know soon. You already feel it. Y'all already feel it. I'm just one other motherfucker narrating. It's gonna be a whole lot of narrators, but it won't be televised. Shit gonna happen inside. It's an inside job, bro. If you're trying to change and get right and get in line with that light, it's an inside job. If you want to find out how to do it, man, I done dropped videos. I got shit on TikTok. I got shit on this. So we gonna be doing it. That's what I'm doing from here on out. If you listening, you can learn. But I'm looking for soldiers, and it's almost that season because it will be heads rolling. One love, D speak with Brother Sadiq.